Hi guys! Let me start this out by saying you guys know, those of you that have watched my videos before, that I am far from being a political person. However, this past 2 years I have done pretty darn good about learning more. Okay? So that's why I labeled this Yes We Can, Yes We Did. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Obama. And yes, we will. I am a spiritualist, which means to me that I know that there is some spiritual reason for everything. Those that didn't like the last choice, those that hate the next choice, like the next choice, don't like the next, whatever. There's a reason for it. And in knowing that, I am at peace with knowing that some bit of good is going to come out of it. Now, I understand you might be one of those angry people that are just absolutely blowing your top every time, raising your blood pressure, raising your whatever disease you have to out of control proportions. I'm just not willing to do that. I'm just not that kind of gal. No. So, what I do like, what I don't like, isn't nearly as important as to what is good for the children. I'm all about children. What's good for them? Let's do that. Okay? The past was really good for children. The past 8 years, that is, of presidency. And who knows? Maybe the next 4 will be as well. I don't know. What I do know is I'm not going to sit here tearing my hair out, no matter which hair that is, stressing about things I can't change. I am very grateful, and I am now more understanding of what has happened in the past 8 years that a lot of people were so upset by. I understand better. And again, what's done is done. There's no sense in being upset by yesterday. Just like there's no sense in being upset by tomorrow. Whatever it's going to be, it's going to be. Okay? And I realize that maybe you could be one of those people who are very angry and upset and full of, angst and bitterness, and that's okay. Don't comment that here. No, boo-boo. Let's not even go there. Okay? Not here. There's too many other avenues for that off my channel. Okay? I'm just grateful that a lot of, I think somebody in a post yesterday said that there were 450 good changes, and they mentioned a lot of the not as good changes. Okay, and I'll say that for both, any party. There's always, a little good and a little not so good. Let's face it, we all can't have our way all the time. So I'll just take what good I can, and what I understand now better, don't exactly like either, now that I am learning more and doing differently with what I know, but I still can't change it, so I'm not going to be upset and angry and, getting crazy. I don't think that that's a very good thing for the children to see. I just don't. Children have it hard enough as it is, just trying to go to school and be normal, whatever that is. My day and time is different than your day and time. That's different than now, as far as children growing up and being bullied and whatnot. But even now, we have adults bullying other adults, So I must say, from my perspective, that is probably one of the most beautiful things I could be thankful for with our last president, you know. As I believe his wife told Oprah, he is just absolutely swagalicious, you know. But the calmness, you know, he reminds me a lot of my mother. You know, she could tell you the worst of anything without having any, you know, swear words or anything, and be cool as a cucumber. And that's what he reminds me of. That's who he reminds me of, you know. So we did, and we will. We will survive. I mean, okay, worst case scenario, we had World War One, and some survived to tell the story, right? We had World War Two, and again, some survived to tell the story. So even if we had World War Three, I don't know. Who knows? Some will survive to tell the story. Okay? And the most important thing out of this is I'm learning. I'm really proud to say that, because before, it was a different Tasha. Anyway, we won't go there now. My spirit is at peace with whatever happens. Because no matter what that person does, I'm still going to be Tasha. A glorious, great Tasha, you know. That your kid can come to and say, I really don't understand this, and, you know, mom is mad or dad is mad, and they won't tell me about such and such, such. And, you know, no, when it comes to sex and religion and, you know, politics, I just stay down the middle. You know, well, you know, maybe on a good day you can have, you know, mom and dad sit down with you and discuss it and da-da-da-da. So I'm not here to be right or wrong. I'm a moderator for a lot of parents that don't listen to their kids. Okay, so whether you want that or not, it happens. And I'm being honest now, because I don't want you to think that I'm steering anybody's kid, you know, my way, your way. I'm down the middle, not left or right, you know. So a lot of you, please sit down with your children and explain to them what's going on in a moderator tone. Not necessarily just what you believe. Explain both sides so they can understand why people are out here fighting each other for something that may or may not even matter. I mean, you know, there is always going to be prejudice on one side of the fence or the other. No, don't let that get me down either, because you have a right to your opinion. If I think it's fucked up or not, you have a right to your opinion, and I'm going to hear you as long as you're not yelling in my face. You know, you want to leave a nice, kind comment educating me, that's one thing. If you want to leave a nasty comment, then I'll just delete it. I don't want children seeing those comments either. You know, though I'll make this video over, 18. But I'm thankful for the progress that was made. And now I don't totally understand all the stuff that people are still mad about, you know, whatever Obama did. There was a lot of not nice things that, you know, the Bushes did and other people did. We're surviving. We're surviving. You know, and I feel as long as I got a roof and a couple of pieces of bread, I'm doing pretty good. You know, I'm doing pretty good. So I'm not here to complain about anybody. And I'm never telling you what you should do. That's never going to come out of my mouth. Well, other than the fact that you should be good to yourself. That's always going to come out of my mouth. So let's just remember, we're going to be okay no matter what. We're going to be okay. Because you know what? This is just going to force most of us to stick together. You know, I was discussing with my brother the other night. There are, you know, nationalities that don't stick together. there are various groups of people that just don't stick together. But one of three groups that I could think of that, let me see, yeah, that usually stick together are artists. Artisans usually always stick together by barter, by, hook or by crook. Stick together and survive. So, Mr. and Mrs. Obama, I thank you. And for our now president, I just hope you remember the children. I hope. That's all I can do is hope. So we will survive. I will survive. And I know you will too. Once you calm down and realize there's no sense in you getting your blood pressure up over something you can't change. Except work within the means that you have and keep it pushing, boo-boo. Just keep it pushing. You know? My granny would thump me on the head if I took time to be mad because of whoever is or isn't the president, or whoever is or isn't doing this or that. She'd say, child, God gave us all 24 hours in a day, 12 for you to mind your own business and the other 12 to stay out of mine. I'm going to educate myself as best I can and do all the good I can possibly do for this world without getting a migraine, catching a cold, getting the flu, having diarrhea, being so upset over things I can't change. Really? You want to get in a fight with somebody over whatever you believe in that's really not life or death? Yet? Too many other things in your life I'm sure you could be worrying about, like your children. Could you imagine what they're going through at school? Could you imagine, what they're learning from you by being upset and angry and full of angst and animosity over something you had no control over? I'm not saying you shouldn't care, but care about things both ways, not just one way. Care about the children. Did your kid do their homework today? Did you feed them any good meal as best you can today? Were you good to yourself today? Did you, take 2 minutes for yourself just to sit and have a pleasant thought for a full 2 minutes? Were you able to treat yourself to a movie, to a Snickers, to an ice cream, whatever you like? And if you can't, find something else cheaper that you like so you can go get it. That's an order. I wish I could hug each and every one of you that are upset. I wish I could just make most of the population just stop and smile. Just a little 30-second smile and be grateful for something you have in your life that doesn't need controlling, that doesn't need worrying about, and be happy just for that. Just for a few minutes. Just a few minutes. You spend a lot of time here in Silicon Valley on the freeway coming and going back and forth home. What are you doing in that time? Buy yourself a new audiobook and listen to that. Do you take time to listen to your favorite music? Do you take time to listen to, some lecture that you've always wanted to hear and you could just get the CD and listen to that? Do you do something different every day to keep your mind active, to keep your spirit active. Do you? We can't change what we can't change, but wait, how does that saying go? When you change the things you look at, the things you look at change. Yeah, I don't know who said that. You don't have to worry about putting it either, because it doesn't matter. You get the point. Is what I'm saying. You get the point. Change how you look. Help the baby see something different than what they're seeing from mom and dad and grandma and grandpa, auntie and uncle now. And it's not that hard. Sit down and read the newspaper with them if you read the newspaper. I don't do either. My papa gives me, updates. There's something beautiful out there. It's up to you to find it. So find it. The children can't be raised that this is such a horrible world inside your own house at such a young age. Sure, when they get, 18, 19, 20, 21, they're going to see, But until then, let them believe in, Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, bunny, rabbit thing, whatever. Because, they have plenty of time when they're adults to realize that there is no this or there's no that. They deserve to be as happy as they can be for as long as they can be. I wish you peace in some shape, way, form, fashion. I wish you peace, just like the new president. I wish him, them, all those houses and stuff, peace. That's what I pray for every day. Mr. and Mrs. Obama, I wish them peace, because it can't, and I wish the new president peace too, because this isn't going to be easy for them either. I don't imagine it's easy for anybody running all of our states and having to know about all the other countries in the whole wide world and what they're doing. Jeez. I'll stick to the children. You guys stick to all that other stuff. Just give me fill-ins every now and then. Okay? So, I wish you peace. So all of our bodies can stay well healed, to be able to continue successfully, blissfully, happily successful at whatever it is that brings you joy. Okay? And those of us that have businesses, let's stick together more. Those artisans, let's stick together more, Each one feed one. Okay? How's that for a hashtag, So go love yourself. And remember, this is going to pass. We may not like how it passes, but it's going to pass. It's up to you to choose if you live or die. It's up to you to choose. Oh, that's going to make me mad. So I'll just go to get a icy instead. Take your son or daughter by their hand and walk them to the liquor store or whatever and get an icy instead. Buy a jump rope, buy some chalk, get on the ground with your children and draw a rainbow or hopscotch or something. I don't know. I like hopscotch. I like jacks. That's it. Go buy your kids some jacks. Or pick up sticks, the old-fashioned games that didn't make noise and lasted forever. Puzzles, Sit down after dinner and put a puzzle together with your kids and teach them. Yeah, the world's kind of messed up, but, under our roof, we're going to be happy. There you go. Under our roof, we're going to be happy. It's not so hard, and you can choose happiness, because no matter what goes on outside your front door, under your roof, You could choose happiness. You could be happy if you want to. You know, as much as you can, because we all know we got bills. You got a house note, you got a car note, you got insurance, and, you know, dental bills and new shoes and new clothes and coats and snow boots and stuff. So just for a few minutes every day, you could choose to be happy with the kids. You know, you don't even have to put on a movie. You can all read a book together, listen to an audio book together. You know, play a game. You know, before we had malls, you know, stores were closed on Sundays. You didn't have much choice other than to spend time with family or friends. And then the malls came. That's just my belief on how the world got severely worse. You know, I think Michelle Obama might say it got severely worse when we put junk food in vending machines. You know, and that's true too. So find peace under your roof. If your roof is a car, if your roof is a tent, if your roof is a homeless shelter, find peace in something. You can't just be staying mad at the whole world and have to pay bills and buy food and get gas and buy clothes to go to work so we can, you know, live decently. It's not that hard. 30 minutes out of your day with your whole, you know, family, and tell them what it was like when you were growing up. Tell them what grandma, grandpa did, auntie, uncle, your foster home this, or your adoption that, or something. We can get back to basics. It's possible. Okay? So I hope you choose peace. I hope you choose to love yourself, starting with you. You know, just like on the airlines, you put your adult mask on first, and then you put the one on the children. Okay? And find something to be peaceful about. What good does it do to keep complaining about something you can't change? You know? It's like me sitting here wishing I were a 36C instead of a 42 double D. That's not going to help. I'm not complaining at all, by the way. Just so you know. Not complaining. Not at all. Not ever. I love me the way I am. All my lumps and bumps and creaks and crevices. And the choice to be happy with what I have and be grateful for what I have. You know, this might be somebody else's roof, but at least I'm comfortable. You know, it's a choice just like anything else. Just try it once. Try it twice. You might find you just might like it. You know, I know it's winter, but there could be something you can plant indoors. You know, plant herbs. There you go. That can grow indoors forever. You know, make a fake plant for those of you who don't like caring for plants. Go get a plastic plant and plant it in a bucket, pot, whatever. There's some way for you to be happier. You just have to remember what it is. And I know that was probably a long time ago for some of you. And even now, you're watching what is it called? The thing that happened today. Inauguration. I told you I'm not a political person. Don't be upset. Don't waste time being upset. Sit down, have a nice meal with the kids, and explain to them what it's all about, and then, you know, build a, I don't know, lava flowing volcano in the kitchen. I don't know. Teach your daughter and son how to macrame, crochet, embroider, you know, make jewelry, you know, do a crazy video together as a family of pulling silly pranks on each other or something, and put that on YouTube just to see, you know, which one of you gets the most hits. You know, something. There's always something a family can do together. We just have forgotten since we have our toys to make us happy. You know, find happiness with your family. You know, a lot of you have forgotten why you fell in love with your mate to begin with. Remember that. Go out on a date. You know, get a babysitter. Go on a date. Put it in your schedule. Every, Friday night is date night. Saturday night is date night. Get a babysitter. Go do something you haven't done in a long time. Go roller skating. Yeah, remember in the old days, you took a girl, your favorite girl or guy, on a date. You went to a movie. Nowadays they're bringing back movie in the parks. Remember, when I was younger, we had movie in the parks. So the only thing we did was pay 5 cents, and you'd bring your bag of, popcorn and candy or dinner or whatever, and you had your picnic there. And when the sun went down, you saw the movie on a big, huge California king-size sheet. Yeah, we did, And it was silly and wonderful because then you still talked to your neighbors, and looked out for each other. We could get back to that right about now, since we need to be watching each other's back right about now, So yes, we will. Yes, we will. We will survive, It's not just a Gloria Gaynor song. I was going to play it and then I remembered copyright. Yeah, back in the good old days, we didn't have to worry about copyright, but I understand why we have it. Don't write to me about that. I am going to go spend some time with my papa and watching the news because that's what he likes to do, and then I allow him to educate me on all that stuff that's going on in the world that I have no clue about. And I don't have any shame about not having a clue about it because it just makes my stomach upset. So no, I'm not a reading newspaper gal. I'm not a watching the news kind of gal. I go through Facebook. I have my questions. I write them down, and after dinner, I ask Papa all about it. I get my answers, and life is good with me. I don't need to know every single ounce of this or that. I just need to have a clue. So if I'm ever in a conversation, I can hold one a little teeny bit. So, what are you going to do good for yourself right now? I want to know. Comment. What are you going to do good for yourself? What are you going to stop? No, don't write that. What are you going to do good for yourself? Whatever you need to let go of, you can just let go of that on your own. You don't need to write that. But I do want to know, what are you going to do good for yourself? And I'm going to comment on what I am doing good for myself as well. Though you already know what I'm going to do good for myself. It's Friday night, and I do Friday night readings on Facebook usually because lately the desktop doesn't want to do YouTube live. So usually I do it over on Facebook. And then I load it over here, if possible. So I'll see you over there. How's that? Now, go be good to you. That's an order, okay? That's an order. Mr. and Mrs. Obama, thank you. I have learned so much. And for whatever you get hassled about not getting done, maybe it will now. Right? So, have a wonderful evening, everyone. I love you. Please be good to yourself. Go find something just for yourself, not the kids, not the mate, not the mom, not the dad, not the uncle or aunt, not anybody else, just you. Find something right now just to make you happy. Okay? I love you. I gotta go. Bye.